So we're here at our last registered final appointment. So I may have to, I'm like, do I make one for next week? Because I have an induction scheduled on Monday. I just want him to naturally come this weekend. So we about to go home and do everything under the sun. The sex, service, I gotta get some. They sell my castor oil. I don't know about the castor oil. Yes!
Hello.
Hey girl.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm just pregnant.
Yeah, for real. Like, so pregnant.
Yeah.
When I was like, oh, maybe she's in labor, and I was like, no, she's not. Where are we at today?
They're still here.
Where are we at today?
We're still here.
Quincy, where were you last time?
We missed you.
Yeah, I had my, what was I doing last time?
You just didn't want to tell the truth. You just didn't want to go.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I took my sick day,
It's one
Finally.
thing.
So I want Bridget to recheck again, just
Okay.
because last week your blood pressure was 133/87, so it's like trending upwards.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on it. And today is the first time it's actually hit the threshold for like high,
Okay.
just because the bottom number is 90.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so just, we'll have her recheck it, and then if it's high again, so I gotta come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I would want you to come back tomorrow, recheck it, because in order for us to diagnose you with high blood pressure and pregnancy, we need 2 elevated blood pressures 4 hours apart.
Okay.
I'm not going to keep you here for 4 hours.
Okay.
Because it's not a severe range. Like, this is very what we call mild range blood pressures.
Okay.
And so we would bring you back tomorrow, and if it's still high, then you have high blood pressure and pregnancy, and it's a reason to induce you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I've been like my anxiety's been up about that too, because you know how it is it's higher African American women and being over 35 and all of the risk factors. So
Yep.
I've been watching my swelling and making sure I'm not seeing spotties and making sure I'm peeing the right way and
Making sure you're peeing the right way.
like when I'm not retaining no fluid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Like when you
What
have
way
the
to pee?
urgency and then they're not coming out. Like,
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
You're like making sure you're peeing right.
Like you mean sitting on the toilet?
Sweet baby.
Now it's going up to the 150s because he's heard us talking and stuff. But
Because I was just laughing too. Oh my God.
looks good. So 152-ish.
152-ish.
Yeah.
Hey. What's going on? You tired?
No, I'm having a contraction.
Oh, you contracting. You about to get your big ass up out of there as soon as you're ready to come. Your head already low. Miranda told us. So you can't lie to us and say you ain't ready to come out of there.
Yeah, it's just that air.
That shit
right
good,
there.
don't it? Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Pregnant woman coming through, pregnant woman coming through. So pretty.
Thank you, baby.
Want some Starbucks?
Oh,
Okay. How was your food?
It was really good. That was a really cute little vibe. Like,
It was.
that was definitely a good lunchtime bring back. Bring the stroller in. Like, it wasn't slapping. Normally it'd be like busy.
Yeah.
So, it
This
wasn't.
is like a music video, low key, the way I've been following behind you. It's low key a bit.
It's a little close.
It's not close at all.
I'm big ass.
I'm close.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
You're a little close.
Oh, you didn't have to hit me that way.
Okay.
Okay. That's it, P7. Man. Look at her, y'all. She's going through it.
She's going through it.
She's going through it, y'all.
You got the key, I got the key.
You always got the keys. You're the responsible one.
It's because I have a purse. It's not, I am responsible. It's because I have a purse.
Cause you got a purse?
Yes, watch out for this car, baby.
They need to watch out for me. They hit me and fuck their bumper up for sure.
For sure, huh?
I'm a big boy.
I'm sure you are.
So, how have your pregnancy been?
It's been good. I'm just excited to meet him now.
You got that little swing to you. You got the pregnancy swing.
It's because I'm going down a little humpity hump.
What's up, son? We love you. If you ever watch your mom's vlogs when you get older, we lit, nigga. And we driving big boy toys. This 2024 shit right here. I bought this for your mama when she had you. You feel me? This is nothing. This is the type of shit your pops was on. So you gotta step it up when you had your, you know what I'm saying? When you get married and you had your little situation, get your little situation together. I got my wife this. Get your wife something crazier. You hear me? I love you. Oh.
Okay. Shit. What the fuck? I gotta pee.
You gotta pee. Me
yeah,
too.
we'll be back after. When we get back, we're gonna. Yep. Bye.
My little love, see your eyes, wide like an ocean. When you look at me, so full of love. See your eyes, wide like an ocean. When you look at me.
Falling in love.
Y'all know where I'm at. So, yeah, we are at the hospital, and we're gonna have a baby. So we're here. We finally made it here. So today is just to update everybody. Because I don't even know the day. It's July the 19th. I was due July the 15th last Saturday. So I'm 40 weeks in like 3 days. And I came in today. I was scheduled for an induction on Monday. And actually they were full. So I couldn't come in. And they were going to call me. And the crazy thing happened to where I felt like my son was like moving less. Starting like not the night before last. So what is this, Wednesday? So so actually Monday night I kind of felt like, is he moving less? I felt like he was sleeping more, and I just thought maybe it's because he was getting bigger and he was running out of space. So last night it kind of was the same too. He's like been active, but it just wasn't like what I was used to. So we decided to come in. So we came in around 6 o'clock to triage. Triage ended up putting me on the monitor, and they ended up seeing that his heart rate was going down like from like 155 to like 149. Like he was under a little bit of stress when I was contracting, and they just were like, to be safe, we're just gonna induce now and just not send you home. So we're here. So he's doing fine. Everything's fine. My blood pressure is good, but they just wanted to be more safe than anything. And the doctor gave me a great explanation, and that's what we're doing. So we here. So my husband just left to go home to take Hustle out, and they haven't started any induction meds yet. I just really only been here for maybe an hour and a half. I got my IV put in. She did a really good job, and yeah. So we're here. So we'll be checking back in periodically. Hopefully he comes within the next 24 hours, and he's in there moving around. So I'm ready to meet you, sweetheart. Come. Mommy loves you so much, and I just can't wait to hold you. And like, this has been a great pregnancy, and I'm gonna cry because I'm just like, I love you so much. I cannot wait to see you. Like, oh my God. So I love you guys, and we'll check back in. I'm sure we'll have tons of fun. I'll check back in once they start the medication and kind of tell you what they started and how it feels. So we're here. Bye.
All right, so we're here. This is day one. She's so pretty still. Let's see what she got in here. She wants a bonnet. She says on one of these sides.
You know, like
Don't see it.
Zippets?
Is this day two?
This is day two.
What you eating on?
Pancakes
Pancakes.
from
Where it come
Pancake
from?
Social.
Pancake Social? Oh, okay.
My husband just bought it for me.
Okay, you got your favorite movie on still?
Yeah. Oh my God, the first one is lit.
Yeah, it's the one.
What time is it now? 10?
Yeah, I ain't got my watch on.
My husband is being a good dad.
You feel me? It's only right.
They went up on my Pitocin.
How's your pain management right now from 0 to 10?
I'm like a 2.
Get her a 2!
They gave me something that was real strong last night.
How did it make
I
you
was
feel?
in here on bang head, bouncing on bang heads. What's where I go?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Never heard of
I
it.
was high as a kite.
It's high as a kite? Nothing wrong with being high a little bit.
That was different.
You used to hard drugs.
I'm clearly not, because I was in here about to call for help.
Yeah,
I was to have them Narcan me.
heard that. See your view from your little bed. Just where Dad slept last night.
I see them.
My back is fucked up right now as we speak. But all's well ends well. I'll end this shit with you and have a nice day.
My baby.
Beautiful day. That baby will be here. That's one thing about him. He will be here this weekend.
Yeah,
If not tonight, tomorrow.
I was going down fast.
You still look good.
Thank you, baby. Everybody compliment me on my little gown.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
Compliment you on the feet too.
They look a little swollen and ashy, but I'm trying my best.
I still like them.
You love them.
Yeah.
I love you.
You love me?
Yeah, thank you for this food, baby. You're the best.
Oh, no, I try to do what I can do. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat.
What you gonna eat, boo?
I don't know. Wanted to hurry up and get back before they get that little joint. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat. Well, we'll chat back in a little later on, guys. Today is the 19th, 20th? 20th.
20th.
Today is the 20th, and it is 10:45, 10:50, 10:45.
11.
Yeah. So we'll check back in later. Get y'all update on everything. Thanks for joining.
Hope he comes tonight.
YouTube and podcast. Thank you guys. We love you. There you go.
I'm so over this blood pressure cuff.
Over it.
Hi.
What's up, baby? Stormy outside, son.
Yeah. It's a storm coming.
It's an asteroid on the way. There's a little asteroid in there coming.
So,
Got your music on.
So I'm currently 5 centimeters, 70% efface. That's just the thinness on my cervix. So I'm progressing, and my Pitocin is at 12 right now. So I'm just grateful to God that I am tolerating this situation so well, and I'm claiming divinely that I'm going to continue to tolerate it this well, and that you know, I'm only going to have to get the epidural if needed. So that's what I
See, we at 12.
It is.
What time is it?
6:37.
6:37.
It's July the 20th.
Her favorite movie is on. Equalizer 2, one of them.
Yes, and I'm about to take my contacts out because I've had them in for about 24 hours. And my eyes are starting to get dry, and I'm going to just put my glasses on for the remainder of this evening.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my eyes to be dry.
I'm about to go walk your dog. Take him outside. Walk Hustle and take him outside at home. Just 5 minutes up the street. And I'm going to come back and support your mom to get you up out of there. If we fall asleep and you come in the morning, that'd be even better. Signing out. We love you. See you soon, son.
Bye.
Say bye. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
We love you. I got so damn.
I'm about to do this little thing.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Housewives Sundays. As you can see, I'm here looking cute per usual. I decided to give y'all Urban, just because we're celebrating my son Astro's 2-month. He's been Earthside for 2 beautiful months, and I just love him so much. So let's get into this birth story. So I thought that I was going to be able to give you guys more footage and give you like more recording during the birth, but let me tell you how I couldn't. So the footage that you just seen was prior to what I'm getting ready to talk to you guys about. So like I told you guys, I went into the hospital Wednesday night because I was under the impression that I wasn't feeling my son movement as much as normal. My husband was out running some errands, so I called him during the day while he was out and was like, when you come home, we're gonna go to the hospital just to check on Astro because he's not moving as much as usual. When we did get to triage, my doctor did let me know that once they put me on the monitor, they were noticing that as I was contracting, his heart rate was like going down, it wasn't going up, and it was showing that he was under some type of stress. So it said it was very minimal and they didn't need to take me for an emergency C-section, and I could try to regularly be induced and have them. So we decided to induce. Everybody and their mother, it's baby boom season. Literally everybody's having a baby right now. Like Rihanna, everybody's having babies right now. Like the babies of 2023 is gonna be the baby boom. So literally the hospital was extremely booked and busy. And I hope I'm looking snatched up in this little situation. Get me together. Was extremely booked and busy, and we were really nervous we weren't gonna get a room. So we prayed, and literally, like I say, 30 minutes later, they were like, we got you a labor and delivery room. We're going to take you to labor and delivery. Let's get this party started. So upon arrival to labor and delivery, I had already asked if they were going to start Pitocin. They did decide that they were, you know, per you being induced, they were going to start the Pitocin. So the intervention was going to be they were going to place a Foley balloon into my cervix, which once I got there, they did, and they were going to start me on the Pitocin. So we did I'm going to talk about it in shifts because remember I am a nurse. So I go off 12-hour shifts. So the first shift that we had, once we got there in the evening. They placed the balloon in my cervix. They started me on Pitocin. I was doing good with the pain. Like I was cool. I was feeling groovy. I was a little uncomfortable. I was feeling the contractions, but I have a high pain tolerance. So I was like, let's just not, you know, I'm trying to do as less medication intervention at this point as possible. They placed the Foley balloon. It was cool. I had a whole shift. The second shift came in. She checked the balloon. As she was checking and tugging at the balloon literally came out. So that meant that my cervix was dilated at 4. The team came to see me, representing my doctor. My doctor really wasn't even there that day. He sent the team. The team came to see me. They assessed me. As this is going on, she's taking my Pitocin up, and I'm doing good. That night, after the Foley balloon had been removed, this is Thursday now. My son was born on Friday. That afternoon, that was Wednesday afternoon. That was Wednesday morning. See, I'm going back in the story. So Wednesday morning, okay, as the balloon was in, I asked her for some pain medication. It was fentanyl and it was another medication that started with an H that she had to offer me. It's a OB medicine, labor and delivery medication, pain med. She ended up bringing that med to me. The medication had me extremely high. As you can see in the footage, I told you I was extremely zooted and booted. Like I literally was getting ready to have an anxiety attack in the hospital. My husband was sleeping on the couch. It was dark in the room because, you know, I was trying to get some rest, and literally it was horrible. Like I was like, oh my God, what's going on? So I like literally talked myself out of that, okay? And when we got to Thursday morning is when the team came in. They checked my balloon. They pulled the balloon out. The balloon was good. My Pitocin's going up. So that medication that they had given me helped me the majority of all from Wednesday, we're early Thursday morning, Wednesday night to Thursday night. It helped me, okay? So like as the time is progressing, now I'm starting to kind of feel like more contractions. People are coming in to see me, to ask me questions about stem blood, if I want to do that, they want to do this. They go into my nurse like, is she in labor? Because like she's in there laughing and talking and giggling. Like I'm like, if this is how labor is, baby, I could do this like 8 times, okay? This is great. Like I feel great. That medication was really super strong. I'm extremely sensitive to any opioids, any meds, because I don't take any medication. Like I barely take Tylenol. This is the most medication I took after I had my baby than I've ever taken in my life. So I'm like, I'm doing good. Let's get this party started. So kind of towards Thursday night, the evening, the medicine started to wear off. And remind you, my Pitocin now I think is like at 15 or 16. I maxed on my Pitocin. My Pitocin can stop at 20. I maxed on it. So that means they started me, I think it like, they like started you, I don't even remember what they started me on, like 5 or 6 or something like that. And they kept taking me up. They maxed me out at, I think it was like 2. I don't remember, but they maxed me out at 20. So at this point, my Pitocin is like at 15 or 16. It's Thursday night. The contractions is coming hard. Pitocin contractions are like kind of like hell. Like visiting there, you gotta like, oh my God, they're horrible. So they're absolutely, it's like I feel horrible. So now the medicines is worn off. Epidural me, stat. Bring it to the room. I need the epidural. So the doctor comes to do the epidural, and this is where it gets very, very like traumatic for me. So the doctor that placed my epidural placed the epidural incorrect the first time. The needle that he used was not long enough. So he actually, in the midst of placing my epidural, I started to have an anxiety attack because I'm nervous. I'm a nurse, so I know the risk factors of you hitting the wrong area, you doing this incorrect. So I'm freaking out. They're not letting my husband be close. He's like across the room watching. I'm trying to do my chin to my chest as best as I could without crying. I'm still contracting extremely hard. He places it, it does not work. He has to send the CRNA to go get a longer needle. He re-sticks me, I jump. He's like, okay, that's good, that's what we wanted. I'm thinking, you know, I'm not gonna say any names, any doctors, but I'm thinking he kind of was feeling, and I know he was feeling a certain type of way because I was screaming and hollering, so he felt like, oh, well, let me give her some more medicine. He gave me a very strong dose. The epidural was extremely strong. They put me on the pump. I was starting to feel the numbness. I could still move my legs a little bit. And I'm like, okay. So they left. So I have been crying, screaming, crying. Like, I have not been asleep. My anxiety is up now. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. We got the epidural in. I'm going to push this button because I need to be ready to push, because they had just came in and checked my service and they said I was at like 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting close. We're progressing, so I'm gonna push this button. When I push that button, I don't know why I pushed that button. I wish I would have never pushed that button. The button gave me another dose of medication and it was too much. I was literally numb all the way up to like the lower part of my lungs. It was absolutely horrible. I was uncomfortable. I could not move. My legs both were so numb. I had to keep calling the nurse and my husband to help me move my entire leg. Like, I'm getting so emotional just thinking about it. It was absolutely horrible. I was like, the epidural was not for me. So a couple of hours went by. The day shift comes in. It is now Friday, okay? It's the 21st and the day shift nurses come in. I get a new nurse. She's absolutely amazing. And I tell her, I said, this epidural, I can't do this anymore. The medicine was like freaking me out. I'm like, please call him and ask him to come and take it out. I wanted it out. But they're like, no, we can't take it out. So they ended up coming up there, turning the pump off. Okay, this is the day shift. Anesthesiology is CRNA that we're working with now. Turned the pump off. And I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to feel everything again. I'm having them check my service. My doctor comes and rounds on me. My absolutely amazing doctor. When you see the footage, you'll probably hear him talking, because I am going to show you some footage coming up next of the C-section and just like some snippets of like how things went. But he came, he rounded on me. And I'm like, okay, so listen, you know, what are we doing here? Okay, mind you, let's go back. Before he came, she broke my water. So she manually, you know, one of the residents manually broke my water. So at this point, my water had been broke for going on 12, 13 hours. Realistically, it should not be broke for like past 12 hours. Really past 24 hours, you should not have your water broken. You need to like be progressing to having birth. It puts you at higher risk for infection. So my water had already been broken. He was not moving. I was only at 8. You know, my cervix wasn't as thin as they wanted it to be. Like, it was just not happening. So I told myself in my head, if I had not had him by Friday at like 1 or 2 o'clock noon, that I was just gonna tell him we could do a C-section. He didn't come, so we ended up having to do a C-section. So we get into the C-section. Everybody's having C-sections. 2 people are ahead of me around, I'll say 3:30, 4 o'clock. Another wonderful CRNA, African American CRNA, came earlier in that morning. I told him about what happened. He apologized about, you know, me feeling the way that I got too much medicine. He gave me clonidine for anxiety. So that helped me get a little bit of sleep while I was waiting, you know, while I was laboring and we were waiting on the baby, you know, waiting on him to progress, waiting on if we're going to do a C-section. So I felt a little bit better than the night before and the day before, but I was still exhausted. So they ended up taking me in for the C-section. I was nervous as all get up, but everything was going so fast. They took me in, they prepped me, they brought my husband in. He started, you know, they started giving me medicine. So another CRNA that I had, the one that actually was in the operating room with me, sweet as pie. I told him what happened. He gave me the medication slowly that I was gonna need for the actual C-section, because I told him I felt like I was having a really bad reaction to it, and I didn't want to freak out while I was birthing my child. Even though I wasn't pushing my baby out, this is still considered me birthing my child, and I wanted to be in the best mental state to see my baby come out. So he ended up slowly giving me medicine. When we ended up getting to the OR, he gave me some more medicine. They started the procedure. And then Mr. Astro was all the way down at my birth canal. So I'm open, they cut me open. My husband is there. And they are literally having to tug him out. So now fast forward, my husband tells me like a week ago when we talked about it, because it was very traumatic, so I'm just not really starting to talk about the story like so much. Tells me they use forceps like to pull him out, but I could feel him leaning on my stomach to pull my baby out of me. Like he was that much in my birth canal, because the Pitocin is so strong, it was still pushing him down. He just was not coming out. So they ended up getting them out. We ended up seeing them, and then this is when the nurse kicks in to me. I see my blood pressure cycling, and my blood pressure is dropping. So I can low-key feel myself getting dizzy and feeling like I'm gonna faint, but I'm calmly talking to the CRNA, the nurses, everybody. I'm telling them, I said, my blood pressure is dropping. They're so sweet. They like, we're giving you something for it right now. It cycles again, it's looking smaller. I'm like, my blood pressure is dropping. They gave me some albumin. And it helped, you know, that's a component that thickens up your blood. It helped me. I started to perk up a little bit more. They sewed me up. They handed me my baby. We did skin to skin, and we rolled out, and the nightmare was over. It was giving nightmare. I'm sorry. It was like, I would say the C-section part of it was such a beautiful, it worked so well, but getting up to that C-section, that in between was not where it was supposed to be. It wasn't giving what it was supposed to be, okay? Like, I'm definitely want more children. I think this, the next time around, hopefully we have three kids. But the next time around, I'm definitely gonna just say C-section me. My recovery the first week was a doozy. I am blessed that I have not had postpartum. I've been, you know, my first week I was very emotional, which you will be, because your hormones literally go from 100 to 0 in like 2.3 seconds. But I think more so what my anxiety was is that I felt like I couldn't adequately take care of my baby that first week, those first 6 or 7 days after, because I literally was so sore. My son got circumcised that Sunday. He was born Friday. He got circumcised that Sunday. They discharged me Sunday afternoon. I probably shouldn't have left as soon as I wanted to, but the nurse in me was like, listen, if it's something wrong with me, boo, I'll come back. I'm not about to, I need to be at home, because the issue for me is that I couldn't lift. The bed was so high and the hospital bassinet was so high, I couldn't lift to get my baby out, and that was giving me anxiety. We did end up going, he is solely formula fed. He's on Bobby formula right now, and he's doing great on that. We've had our up and downs. He is a little colicky here or there, but it's just to be expected. He still is a newborn, and his GI system is still developing, but his doctor and everything, he's a big baby. My baby is probably almost 13 pounds now. He was 10 pounds at his 1 month appointment, so he's probably like 13 pounds now. Yes, he is a big baby. He is wearing 3 month plus, like 0 to 3 month clothes. I just love him so much. He's absolutely beautiful. But anywho, so, you know, that was another reason why him being bigger. He was 8 pounds when he was born. He was extremely long. Him being bigger and me also having fibroids, I think that they were thinking maybe that was the reason why, but I just don't think my body was prepared to push out an 8-pound baby. I don't think that really is what was happening. I think I would have been ripped from the room to the tootie anyway. So I was kind of happy that they went in and got him out, because I was like, I don't even think I would have been able to pull him out like that. You know what I'm saying? But it all worked out. Everything was great. Like I said, breastfeeding. So I did start breastfeeding in the hospital. And after he got circumcised, he would not latch back on when we got home. That Sunday going into Monday, he would not latch back on. It was giving me and my husband extreme anxiety. We were like, we're not feeding our child. He was screaming. It was crazy. Like literally that night I went and put some formula in the cart at Target. He went at 6 o'clock Monday morning and got the formula. Like we was like, we can't do this. And also I noticed with the breastfeeding process, I probably could have tried a little bit longer, but I was in so much discomfort and so sore from my actual C-section. I just felt like my mental health was not going where it needed to go with me trying to balance taking care of him and balance me breastfeeding. Now that time has progressed and I see how greedy my son is, I don't even think I would have been built for a pool. I think I probably would have stopped like 3 weeks into it because my son literally eats all day, every day. So it's like, it wouldn't have been no way that I feel like I would have been able to hold on to. Like, so my next child, I am going to try again. I hope the birth experience is a little bit more planned. I can't say predictable, but I know what to expect a little bit more. So I am going to try next time, but I mean, it's just life, and I'm just grateful to God that he's here. Like that's all I can do is just give my gratitude to God, because as an African-American woman, so many of us don't make it through this process. So even though I did have my ups and downs of the process, I still feel like the Emory Midtown team handled it professionally. They handled it the best way they could. The nurses that I had were exceptional nurses. They were awesome. They all did and had their part in bringing my son Earthside. A lot of them came to see Astro after he was Earthside when they came back in for their shift. The OR post-op nurse that I had was absolutely amazing. Just everybody was amazing. My doctor was absolutely amazing. Miranda, you'll see her at the beginning of the video. She was my nurse practitioner to follow me throughout the entire pregnancy. I just chef's kisses to her. She was amazing. We have built a wonderful relationship outside of this. She will be following me as long as we are here in Atlanta, Georgia, planning for our next child. But I mean, outside of that, I had a great experience. I had a low risk pregnancy. I did have a little bit of hypertension, like kind of in the midst of me having him, but it had resolved. I never went pre-eclamptic. They were just on top of things, and I just thank them for that. And I thank God for that, because he brought the correct people and the right people to me for this entire process. So what you all have been waiting for is getting ready to happen. So next I am going to show you guys some snippets of when Astro came Earthside. I hope you enjoy it. And to my wonderful son, I love you to the moon and back, baby. I'm almost about to cry saying this, but you just mean the absolute world to me. And I'm so grateful. I didn't want to cry. I'm just so grateful that you are here and to tell this story like it's just the best story, because I prayed for you. Me and your dad prayed for you, and you made it here Earthside. We made it through 9 months, and after that you were my rainbow baby, and I'm just grateful that you're here. So I hope you enjoy the snippets. I'm sorry that I got a little emotional. My hormones probably still on 10, but I love you guys to the moon and back. And make sure that you chime back in for some more Housewives Sundays. And now it's gonna be Astro. Soon it'll be more Astro in it. Soon we will show him to the world, but right now I'm still protecting my baby's peace and my peace. But soon he will be. But trust, he's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you guys. Bye. Enjoy the footage. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and share. Bye.
I'm so proud of you. You're giving birth in Chanel glasses.
My little love, see your eyes wide like an ocean. See your eyes wide like an ocean.
You wanna get up and down and say baby? Oh my gosh, it's better 2:31.
Falling in love.
This is a big baby.
Good job.
Well, now, really, when we go back, that's falling in
He's
love.
beautiful, baby. He's beautiful. Listen to him.
Oh my god.
That's my little man. That's my little man.
Oh my god.
The idea of the fall.
Oh wow.
And this goes back to the matter of fact
He's long, like we said.
that there is always a curious tie at some point between the fall